Hello, Andy.
Oh, hello, hello. How are you doing?
Yeah, all right, all right. Yeah. Hello, Terry. Oh, Jeff, definitely sartorial elegance.
Very smart hat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Hello, Andy.
Oh, hello, hello.
Ah,
Hello.
no, that's me. I've got the
Good.
YouTube running as well. You see, so jolly good. Whew, I've been out in the garden, in the greenhouse all day.
Have you? That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Steve, you like it's kind of, tiring just listening to what you do, really.
Well, it's nice and it's real nice and relaxing being able to listen to the radio out there whilst you pot and keep potting on.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did you get all those files I sent to you?
Yeah, I haven't had time to do anything on that for a couple of days. I might be able to get to some of it this evening. I've got a fair bit of work to do on there at the moment to structure the beginners area. So working out how to structure that's I think we could be quite radical. I'm even thinking that it might make sense to set up a Learn the Pipe and Tabor website, so that we can structure that stuff differently. And we keep the main repertoire section as we've got it in the members area, but the basic Learn one we could actually usefully do a separate website and structure it so that it's more attractive as a learning space.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get my brain around that. And that Beth's notes that you sent me, Terry, I thought that was brilliant. And there's quite a lot we can get from that, I think.
I like the indexing, the categorizing. If you want to find something that only uses 3 notes, you press that button.
Yeah, exactly. It was very a very good website. Yeah. We've got a couple of people watching on the YouTube. Is that you two?
It's not me.
Posh picture, Nick.
Hello, Nick. Oh, he's on mute.
There we are. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good. Just getting the session side, the YouTube side sorted out. I've been playing the old Anglo Concertina more than I've been doing the pipe and tabor recently.
Oh no, Steve.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying cracking out some. I've done quite a lot of playing. I've got several students, so doing stuff that they want on pipe and tabor. But trying to replicate some of the things I do on pipe and tabor on the Anglo in the way that I do them. Oh, we've got the little hippies on the YouTube.
Got the what?
The little hippies.
Oh. Really? They sound fun.
Here comes Linda. Ooh, very good. Hello, Linda.
Hello. Hi. All right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
How you doing?
It's all right. Yes, I've got a new pipe now.
New
Whoa.
Whoa.
I can't play it yet, but it sounds better than my other one, and so I got it from Hungary, a site in Hungary.
Ah, yeah.
Wow.
There's quite a few people get those ones from Hungary. I think Jim Gaylor started getting them, and I haven't seen Jim for a while, so.
No, it's tunable. It's supposed to be. I haven't done that bit yet. I'm just start getting my fingers around, but it's easier to hold than the other one. It's got the ridges on it and half holing. I can do it best easier on here.
Wow, that's good.
Only slow. That's the trouble. It's slow tunes at the minute, and so anyway. It's a learning curve, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah. Is it in sort of high D? Is it in high D? Is it?
Yeah.
Hello, Gillian. Hello, Rob. Peeking around the corner.
Hello.
Oh, he's muted. Can't hear him.
There you go.
Got to go do some gardening.
Goes to gardening, right? Yeah.
Good to see you, Rob.
I've just come in from the garden, had a fantastic morning, and here comes Bird in a moment.
The troll, hooray!
Oh, it's 1 minute past. We should get playing. We're late.
Yeah, Terry, you're the man with these tunes that we're all supposed to do, aren't you? Is that right?
Well, should we leave those until later in the thing when more people have arrived?
Oh yeah, we could do. Yeah. Who wants to kick us off then?
Not me.
I'll be busy for a moment feeding people in and making sure that's all working here.
Okay.
So it's you, Andy.
Sounds like it's me then, doesn't it? Okay. All right. Shall I do? I'll do. I'll do a Longborough one. I'll do the Longborough Princess Royal.
Lovely.
So that's in. This is the CJS version. If you're looking in the book. The CJS version of the Longborough Princess. I might as well stand up. Really. Make it easier to play, I think. Can you hear the tabor, Steve?
Yeah, you have to stand back a bit further. No, I can still hear it.
Oh, the old ones are the best, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go then. The Princess Royal Longborough CJS version. All right. Well, I've done that now. Right.
That's a good start. I'll just say we've got 5 watching now on the YouTube, including Atsu. Atsu is over there. Jim Grant and Little Hippies. Little Hippies is in Xenia in Ohio.
Oh, fantastic.
Where it's 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning. So well done.
Aha, right. Who's up for playing?
Did anybody understand that? Ziggy,
you sound like Tweety Pie.
Ziggy, are you breathing helium there? We can't quite make out what you're saying.
Yeah, can't make it out.
Somewhat attenuated. You might be best dipping out and coming back. He's gone. No, he's still there.
Okay, hurrah. I think, was Bird waving to play something? He was.
Oh, look, he's got his multi-string thing.
Woo!
Not working?
Yeah.
Right, I've got original sound on.
Oh, that's a good point for everybody. Make sure you've got original sound turned on.
Right, this was in tune about a minute ago. Ish. It's bloody murder to get the right angles. Beret 3 time if anybody wants to dance. Beret 3 time if you don't want to dance.
Hooray!
Yay!
That's a new toy, Bird.
No, I got it a few years ago. Andy Hornby made it for me.
Right.
It's just, it's a bit tricky to hold.
Yes.
I've got various strings in that to hold it there. But you look at the old lads in Gascony who play it, and it's absolutely rock solid. It's like it's been super glued to them. But it's actually quite tricky to get the exact angles and
Yes.
especially with this being a G pipe. A longer pipe changes everything. The other one, which is for the D pipe, is metal strung, which is unknown in France, but it does have a really nice ringy type sound. Andy Hornby made it for me. It's pretty well based on the ones made by your man in Pau. Some of your other Embro. Can't remember his name. Decent bloke.
Yeah. I found it's quite hard to hold with the G pipe, isn't it? Yeah, I had that issue as well. Aha. Right, who's up for the next tune?
Can I just come in with this? This is
Yeah.
my answer to Bird.
Woo!
Rebek, okay? But I've been having great fun playing it as one of those instruments there.
A proper use for a violin.
know it's all that in the trade. This is the bow, the wooden part of the bow. But I'm using a stick. But
Are you still investigating a Taboran, Terry, or have you?
no, I can't afford it.
You can't afford it.
The only music shop do 2 now, don't they? Have you seen those birds?
Well, I think Ziggy gets the prize for being the loudest person so far.
Yes, the only music shop do 2, but they're a bit, well, they're about this size, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I've been experimenting with other percussion instruments as well. I've got a co-op soup pot and a paint tin for my contribution.
Whoa! Whoa, you're going to do that
right
now.
way.
It is kind of a little bit off the wall. Hang on. Okay, I've got to turn this round because I need to stand up for this. I suppose you'd probably like to see my face as well, wouldn't you? So I'm just going to knock the soup pot off the ironing board. Right. This is kind of a bit out of my comfort zone, so the guitar solo kind of probably won't get played. It's been adapted from something played by a complete rock band. So sorry, lost it.
Hooray! Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been a lot of work to get to that point on that.
Yeah, it kind of did take rather a lot of work.
Was it golden brown?
That was Golden Brown, yeah, by the Stranglers.
Stranglers.
Yes,
Talking
it kind of
about it
all went
just
a
the
bit
other day.
pear-shaped on the guitar solo, which spans a range of 2 full octaves. And despite the fact that I trimmed it down a bit to size, and I also cut huge amounts out of it because the original's got a load more repeats of the intro and this and that and the other. So yeah, it's about 2/3 the original length.
Wow.
We're talking
Just to
about
show
it
you
just
don't
the
have to
other
stick
day.
to medieval tunes.
No, and little hippies over in Ohio has just said on YouTube, he's saying he doesn't feel so bad about playing Jethro Tull on tin whistle now.
Oh, good.
I imagine one could do bourrée on tin whistle. Yeah, on whistle, on pipe and tabor. Why not?
I'll come in now on this.
I'll keep practicing. Maybe I'll get it all right all the way through next time.
Wow. Woo.
Brilliant.
Yeah, very good.
I'll come in on this Admiral's thing now. Can we do that? Because I got the
Yes.
3 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. When you get me to share the screen, Steve?
Share the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Hang on.
Which one are you doing?
Abnormal.
In Admiral's. You're working, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Right, this the Litchfield tradition was brought to light in the 20th century by Jack Brown, but it was around in the 1850s at least, because it's something from the Illustrated News, and then the Illustrated News, and you'll see that there's pipe and tables on there. Okay. Now I'm going to stop the share. If anybody wants the steps of this, I've got them somewhere. I'll find them now. Hang on. Go on. Let me stop the share. Right, but I have got them. And Jack Brown, who discovered them or brought them to light, he published a book called The Raggle Taggle Gypsy Show, in which are the steps for this. This wasn't one of the original ones he discovered. This is one he invented himself. And it includes some of the sticking is Basque, like a Basque sticking, some of it. And there's some very impressive leaping around in it called a galley over. It's a special Litchfield thing, so jump over your own leg. That's how he describes it. Anyway, so we start then. It starts with 2 notes, and then the men swag around quite briskly, and then they do a galley over, and then we play the A, and they do a foot up, because that's heavy enough as we call it, and heading down. Okay, so we'll play the ones to yourself where they march round, and then 2 blocks of A, B, okay?
Are you going to stand up, Terry, or are you going to move
Yes.
the screen, the camera?
Yeah. Okay?
Okay.
Well, here we go then. 2 notes to start with. get that.
Hooray! That was fun.
Was it heading up and heading down, the back to back, and then something else, and then there's the hay. Now, if you're feeling in a good mood and brave, I like to play the hay in the key of G, up, high. Anybody want to have a go at that? Yay! Ready then? Here we go. I'll give you 2 notes. The hay, you play the A bit twice and steadily. A bit slower, Jack Bell should say to the haze a bit steadier so people can move around a bit. 2 notes coming up there. Okay. We got a good round of applause then.
Hooray! Woo! Hooray for Terry! Litchfield.
The next one then, okay.
So who did that tune actually come from?
Which is a play for tune, I think.
Oh, I know it as Here's to the Maiden. I've always called that tune Here's to the Maiden.
Yeah.
That could be right, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a sort of a song tune that's transferred. It's very similar to another couple of tunes as well, isn't it? It's in a sort of a family of tunes. Yeah.
Well, the next
so when was the tune? When was the tune? When was the dance created then?
Oh, in the 19. I don't know. He created it, Jack. The late Jack Brown, who died last year. He invented that. He was inspired by some bass dancing as well. The sticking, where they drop the stick, do that, yeah, and then they drop the stick, and as they pass one another, they hit it with the bottom of the stick down there somewhere. Anyway. The next one, Shepherd's Bay, Field Town. Beautiful melody. I'm going to play it on
It's on page 18 of the book.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I usually play this on a G pipe. I was in the Leominster Morris side. And when my granddaughter got christened, they played this tune at the sort of party. But the difference was they didn't, even though the melodeon player played it, they didn't harmonise it. Because I think it's a very difficult thing to harmonise on a melodeon. Am I right in thinking that? Anybody know?
Melodeon players don't like tunes which have got a lot of pull notes on them.
Is it in B minor?
It's why they it's like when they play Princess Royal. They insist on playing it in a major key.
Is that what they mean when they say this tune sucks?
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway. But it is beautiful, and the Leominster Morris men, and I think other sides use this tune for things like funerals or weddings, christenings. You know. Right, I'm going to start it with 2 notes. I wouldn't do that if I was normally playing for the dancers. Okay. So there's 2 notes and a once to yourself. Right, and then we do a foot up, during which they do a galley. Is that right? Andy? That's right, yeah. And then there's a sort of hay thing, and then a back to back where they don't do a galley. Yeah? It's such a long time since I've played for a Morris side, isn't it? Like 2 years, I forgot what they do.
It's short field down rather than long field down.
Well, whatever you like to call it. So 2 notes.
Woohoo! Hooray!
Lovely tune and dance, that one.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's always lovely when they do it at Thaxted, isn't it? In the church at
Many,
Thaxted.
many years since I either danced or played it. It makes me feel quite nostalgic.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
My first time I danced that out was at the Tower of London.
Oh, wow.
About 1974, I think.
Well, as an inmate or
As
what?
an inmate, inmate, yeah.
Oh, right. Were you dressed as a raven or what?
Yeah, that's right. And it was on August bank holiday, and it was a very sunny one, and they actually took an aerial photograph because the high numbers of visitors and tourists in London, and they took a photo of the area around Tower Hill, and they estimated, and this was on the news that evening, they estimated there was 250,000 people visiting that area on that day, and in this picture. And you look down this picture, it's a seething mass of people, and there's a little circle in the crowd, and there's 6 men dancing. Yeah. And most of them seem to be Japanese, because I could see right across the heads of everybody.
In answer to your question, Steve, about when was the Admiral written, it was composed in 1955.
55, yeah. Oh, it's in the book, yeah.
Are we doing Easter bonnets at the moment? It seems as if we are. So I had to nip down and go and get mine, which is designed for the Morris. Well, here comes another one. There you go.
Yeah, very good.
Mine's made of silk.
Oh, I like MJ's one. That's very good. Oh, dear. Aha. Right, who's up for another tune then? Who would like to play next? Oh, Steve Squirrel would like to play next.
Oh, I could do, actually, yeah. Right, another Morris one then.
was that? Right.
Oh, I think are they both called Saturday Night? One of them's Bucknell, isn't it? I don't know what the other one.
Saturday night.
Longer?
Saturday Night and Saturday Night, two different ones.
Yeah. The second one was the Bucknell one. I
Bucknell
was trying to work out what the first one was. It's not the Loughborough one, I don't think.
Is it Bledington?
Might be.
I think it was Bledington.
Yeah.
Ah.
And I think it might be a Benfield tune. It's got all the feel of a Benfield tune.
Excellent. So Benfield, was he what instrument did he play? I can't remember.
Charles Benfield, he played when he was collected, he played fiddle, but he was also a taborer. And occasionally I meet his descendants in still living in Bledington.
Oh wow!
So I do occasionally do the barn dance for the Bledington, annual fete that they have, which is tremendous fun. The whole fete, the whole day is wonderful, and they come along and they always ask for some to play some of the Benfield tunes. So the band I go with, they're all primed to play Benfield tunes for the barn dancing. We do a bit of Morris dancing as well and things, it's good fun. I taught a lot of the kids Morris as well there. So
woohoo! That's nice. Aha! Right, who's up to the next tune?
Oh, Gillian!
Yes, Gillian! Hooray!
Woo.
Still muted, Gillian.
There, is that better? Can you hear me now? Good. Right. Get rid of that one. This is a tune that was published in 1785, and Steve was talking about families of tunes just now. And this one is called, it's called The 1st of September, but it's first cousin to Bonnie Green Garters. The A music is anyway. The B music I had to bodge a bit, but to get it to fit. Called 1st of September.
Hey, that was nice.
I've heard that before. Where did you find it, Gillian?
Is that a Playford one, or is that from your 18th century?
No, I have a book, what Rob gave me for Christmas, called The Music Meeting. It's a book of 18th century dance tunes.
Huh.
And that's, I've played several of them now, but that's a good one.
Yeah, I really like that one. Very jolly. Yaha. Right, who's up for the next one? Hurrah. Do we have a waving hand? We have Chris. Chris and then Denise, by the looks of things. Chris and then Denise. Hooray.
Right, I'm going to live dangerously again. I quite like the idea of extending the range a bit. You read sometimes that people can get a range of 2 octaves out of the pipe. I've never succeeded in getting above high B, and I don't think I want to get above high B, to be honest. Anyhow, this is a tune called Westmoreland, which is from one of the later editions of Playford. So again, it's an 18th century tip, or at least it was published in the 18th century. Let's give it a go. Right.
Always play that with a slow air round our end.
That's really nice. Yeah, I don't think I've heard that one before.
That was a good tune.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's close to another Morris tune in it. And it's not far off from the there's elements of the tune that Gillian just played, and the Bonnie Green Garters in there.
Yes, maybe.
It's a nice tune.
Yeah, fun that.
Very weird though, hearing it as a jig. Like I say, we always play it as a slow air.
Oh right, okay.
Well, isn't it? Aren't a lot of slow airs slowed down jigs?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I suppose so. Right, I think it's Denise is next. So hurrah for Denise! Yay!
Idbury Hill, my favourite tune.
Hooray!
Good tune.
Yay!
Bravo.
That's very jolly. Yes. Aha.
It's one of those things, when I go and do that barn dance in Bledington, I always take the little turning and drive off through Idbury to get there.
Excellent. Yeah. Right, who's up for the next one? It is Stephanie. Hooray. Hooray, Stephanie.
Okay, so I'm going to play a tune that we dance an Adderbury dance to. I'm going to play South Australia. So we dance in the style of Adderbury, and I don't know if you've seen anybody dance this particular dance. You sort of it's a stick dance, and you put your sticks together as if you're sort of heaving and hauling in the chorus. So.
Hooray! Yeah, that's a great dance, that one, isn't it? I haven't played that for ages because yeah, we can't do that one at the moment in the sort of socially distanced business.
Exactly, but I mean, and I haven't actually played for my Morris side playing pipe and tabby yet, so they're going to get a bit of a shock.
A very nice shock, of course. A shock of joy is what it was.
Right, all. I've got one at 2:00, and I'm going to go make a cuppa.
Hey, good to see you, Ziggy. Yeah, see you next time. Yeah. So who's up now? Neil normally has to play before he goes. Neil, do you have something for us?
No. I tried playing something this morning, and it didn't come out very well. Then I got distracted by watching a video about something which I won't talk about. It was actually Brexit. It was quite interesting.
Oh dear. Okay.
I can't remember that role that you played last time. Role de Champagne. I found a couple of others. So
yeah,
you've tried to learn all not all four of the ones I've found.
I got a book off Amazon. It's down here actually.
Whilst he's doing that, we've got a question from Liam on YouTube for Gillian. What key were you playing in?
D, I think. Yeah, D.
Indeed,
D.
yeah.
And did anybody else notice that in South Australia, I was born, doesn't use the thumb?
Ah, useful tune. There are one or two tunes like the was it Young Collins, Benfield Young Collins. I don't think that uses a thumb either.
Right, yeah. No, I like tunes that don't play use them. In the 1st of September, the B music is in a minor key. I think it's in E minor, so it goes D major, E minor.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I got this book of Claude Gervais tunes.
Oh, Gervais. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Because that tune that I played last week was attributed to him, but I couldn't find it in here. But there are several Brol de Champagnes in there, but I haven't really explored them yet because I've got this book of Playford tunes. Anyway, yes, I've got
so many tunes, so little time.
I've got 4 at the minute, I think.
Sorry?
I've got 4 at the minute, but one of them might be misnamed. But given that one of them is called Brol de Champagne 9.
Yeah, there's one in here called 9. It's not that one there. It's not the one I played last week. It's different.
Yeah, so there's a lot more to search out.
I suppose the thing is, if you're having lots of glasses of champagne and playing brawls, they're just going to gradually multiply, aren't they?
Well, I think actually a lot of this comes from Eric Montbell, isn't he? Because Eric did a huge amount of collecting the tunes.
Oh, really?
And so he was going around and collecting tunes from different places, and there were all sorts of places where he was just collecting them and saying it's so and so, and he just put a number after it because he collected more and more of these things. So some of them I think are very old, but other ones are sort of ones which have come through tradition. He collected a lot of the tunes from singers because they wouldn't, the dancers didn't want to afford to pay the pipers.
I heard a story that giving names to tunes is just an English thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, in other places, you sort of say, "What's that called?" And they said, "Well, it's just a jig."
Yeah.
So it gets collected as jig.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brittany, they have a nasty habit of they'll play an A part, and then they'll play a B part, and then they'll just grab another part of any old tune and just chuck it on the end.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Just certain dances, you just seem to sort of grab a part from this bit of there and repeat it, then follow it with that bit, and then somebody go, "Oh, that bit's nice," and "Oh, that'll fit," and you just chuck about half a dozen together and just repeat ad nauseum.
Oh, fair enough.
I wrote a tune for a Welsh dance team many years ago, and I hadn't given it a name, and they asked me what it was called. And as it was round about the time when The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was out, I called it Rhif Pedwar Deg Dau, which is number 42 in Welsh.
Very good. The answer to everything. Right, who's next? Who's going to play next? It is Terry. Hurrah. Hurrah.
I think I saw Jason put his hand up as well. So are you after Terry then? Yeah.
Well, it's coming up to the time of year. It should be May the 1st, won't it? I'm going to try and play the Morris Call. Yeah? I'm going to play it on a G pipe to spare the neighbours. But I've got a new big drum, which I'm not going to use today, but I think that would be very effective, because I used to live in Northern Ireland, and the Loyalists have these great big bass drums which they strap to their chests. They're called lambeg drums, and they practice at night outside, and you can hear them from miles away, these drums going practicing. Anyway, so this is the Morris Call. Hopefully, I think I'll find this. Remind myself. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Very nice if it goes into the first dance. Whatever that might be.
In that case, room for the cuckolds.
Or whatever.
I've got to go.
Yeah, great seeing you. See you next time.
Yep, some great playing. Nice to see you. Yep.
Yeah, lovely to see you. Yeah, all the best.
Yep, there we go.
It'd be something to hear some tabbering with big drums, wouldn't it? A big group of people. Sometimes in Catalonia, I go to an event where they have, a lot of players with big drums. There's a place down in Murcia over Easter where they have the Night of 1,000 Drums. And they all play together. The town square there's nobody there who's not got a drum, and it's packed.
Wow.
If you look it up, I think it's just called La Noche de los Tambores. Mula, M-U-L-A. There's YouTubes of that, and exciting stuff to watch. Really is. Is it Jason?
It is. It's Jason. Yes. Hurrah for Jason. Yay. Go, Jason.
Hello. I'm going to do a tune that I sorted out last night. I knew the melody line, but I sorted out the tabering for it. And then I realised it wasn't in this book, because I think we're doing this book today. And although it's Lads a Bunch'em, you've got Atterbury in here, and I did Sherborne. So apologies for that, but I'll give it a go. Let's hope it holds together, because just got it sorted. Okay. But. Completely messed it up. Sorry, I'll just go into the C section again. Apologies. Yeah, I just got that C section wrong the first time. And once you go down the wrong road, it's hard to sort of turn round and go back.
Yeah, and there's so much
Hello.
complexity in the Sherborne stuff. It's just
Just a
mad.
sec, I'm going to mute the Taborers.
What was it called again?
That's a bunch of
Oh.
Sherborne.
That's a bunch of Sherborne. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favourite dances.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that I did one of your favourites.
Yay. Yeah, that's brilliant. Aha, right. Who is next? Who do we have next? We have Bird the Troll. Hurrah.
I think that's it. Another two-time. No, this is last time it was three-time. This time it's two-time beret.
MJ, you need to mute.
What?
Very sorry.
Was it working or not?
Yeah, it's working.
Sorry, it's my fault. I decided to join in and didn't realise I was still muted. So I ruined it for everybody.
Right then, let's pick it up again.
Hooray! That was fun. Very, very jolly, very jolly. Aha, who is next? Who do we have next?
I just say I'm going now. I've got family coming round, so lovely playing to you and meet you all again. The next one's in May. It's ensemble book, isn't it? Or ensembles or whatever. No, it isn't. It's potpourri. Book 4.
Potpourri.
Book 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suggest, instead of me playing, that some of the people who contributed to that book, they should play their own piece.
Good idea.
Good idea, rather than me, you know. Yeah?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah.
You can
And also,
volunteer, Andy.
yeah, that's a great idea. The other thing is, on the 25th, we've got Stefan Dollock's workshop on Goddesses Divisions. So that's the other thing. 7 o'clock UK time, Sunday the 25th. So that should be pretty awesome, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so woohoo! Looking forward to that. So it's for high D pipe, and it should be jolly fun. Yeah, lovely to see you, Terry.
Yep, bye everybody. Bye.
Bye, Terry.
About this thing, right.
Aha,
I've
right.
got to go off to another meeting as well, so I've got yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah, good to see you, MJ. Woohoo.
Bye.
Right, who's next, or does it have to be me? Oh no, it's Gillian. Hooray, Gillian. Hurrah. Yeah.
There, unmute. This is in Terry's book. He played the Morris Call, which was, I live on May Hill, and Terry played the Morris Call, which was collected on the village on the other side of the hill, Clifford's Mean. I'm going to play Mayhill Greensleeves, which is a backer pipes jig. A very nice, easy, simple tune. It's one we play a lot. Wasn't coming. No, it's a C pipe, so it'll be a top D, won't it? Never mind.
Well, it's sounding pretty good from here.
Oh, good. lovely little tune, isn't it?
That's lovely.
It's a lovely, simple little tune that just
Yes, also, the Wyresdale dancers dance to that tune as well. The one that Alan Noel teaches.
Oh yeah.
So slightly different version though. Because I played for Alan for quite a few years doing it. Even did it in the middle of France. Very slightly different tune. I was just thinking how similar it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, shall I do one next? I got one from the book, page 18 again. We did signposts, and I thought we could have the Rose.
Woohoo!
One of my favourites.
Hey, that was fun.
I see we've got Elizabeth just arrived, and I'm just letting into the room Mr. Atsufumi.
Hooray! Hooray!
Atsufumi.
Hi, Elizabeth. Hey.
So you get the prize for being our westernmost participant today, and Atsu our easternmost participant.
Squirrel most. He's the squirrel
And
most.
it's a squirrel day, yeah!
Haha. Ooh, very nice. Elizabeth, yeah, how are you doing? You all right?
I had a terrible reaction to the second COVID jab, and just flu for a few days. And my mother's been in and out of hospital, so I'm not prepared. But I just wouldn't miss this for anything. And if you can see in the background, my new little tiny harpsichord arrived. It came all the way from Pittsburgh.
Wow.
It took 1 month to arrive. There was so much bad weather, snow, ice, so many ice events that it took 3 weeks to ship, and then 1 week in Portland waiting to unload 80 semis that were ahead of it. So it was quite an adventure, but it's a tiny little jewel. It just fits snug next to the piano.
Are you going to give us a little play on it? Just hear a little bit of it.
You want to hear it? Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Not prepared to play anything, but it's really sweet.
Oh. Wow, that's fantastic.
Lovely, isn't it?
Isn't that pretty?
Thank you.
It was tuned yesterday, but it's not well regulated yet. It has to have the tangents regulated. I'm having new quills put in on most of the keys because someone didn't know what they were doing. So my harpsichord guy, he's just such a technician. He's one of those meticulous people, and it gets regulated next week, so it will sound a lot better.
Wow.
But I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, lovely. How are you doing, Atsu? You all right?
Hi there.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. Everything is fine. Yeah, as usual. Yeah, sometimes work, sometimes here.
Still performing?
Yes. Still performing regularly. For now, regularly, I don't know till when, but now we're performing.
Very nice. Do you want to play something for us, or are you having your siesta?
No. Siesta is finished, but maybe Elizabeth first, and I will play after.
Yeah, play in a few minutes then. Okay, all right. I'll play something then while you're thinking about what you want to play. I'll play the Golden Vanity Longborough. This is going to be a shortened version of it because I don't think you really want to have the full-length version without the dancing. It's a bit less interesting without the dancing.
Did you say that was Longborough?
Yeah, it's not a traditional Longborough. It's a modern Longborough. Taylor's Morris to it.
That accounts to why I couldn't find the damn thing.
It's a really nice dance. It's a super dance, and yeah, John Watcham wrote the B music, which I really like the B music on that. Yeah, he's a pretty awesome concertina player.
Looks like Atsu's got his pipe ready.
Woohoo!
Yes,
Hurrah! Going for the squirrels! Hurrah!
Yes, now I'm looking for some pavan dance. No, do you have any recommendation for pipe and table? Because now I'm planning to do some pavan music for workshops, and now I'm reading in orchesography, which is a dance tunes book. There is an pavan, but it's quite easy, but.
Yeah, there's the standard one in there is very nice, isn't it? I can't remember which one it is. Which can you remember?
There is a point, problem point for Teba 5. It needed low B note, but low B note is impossible for D pipe. No, the rest it is all very fine, but I don't know any recommendation to play this tune. Right now I play, and maybe some of you will give me some recommendation.
Oh, okay. I'll have a think. I've done played some pavans, but I can't remember what they are now.
Yeah.
Bravo!
Yeah, Bella Kitien. That's lovely, isn't it?
But this is there is a point which wanted low B note.
Yeah.
But this pipe that doesn't have a B. So I took D note from second voice.
Yeah, I think you sort of like do that automatically, don't you? I think that's the way I've always played it.
I think it's and I often fold a tune to make it fit, and nobody notices. You know, I a lot of tunes I fold, and not just on there on the Anglo concertina. I'm always folding tunes so that they fit, and I might take several bars, drop them an octave or raise them an octave. Nobody can tell.
yeah. You just have to do that quite a lot.
Yeah.
Nothing complicated.
I've done that with a few tunes.
Is Stephanie going to play something? You've got your pipe ready there.
Ooh, Stephanie, hooray!
No, she's not.
No, okay.
Looks like Bird and Gillian are both pipe akimbo.
Oh, are they? Ooh, who's first?
Gillian.
Hey, Gillian, hurrah!
Actually, I was just trying Bella qui tient ma vie in a different key, and you can get down then. but you have to have little finger elsewhere. No, not there. Can't remember what it was now. So if you start on the first over,
Yeah. It's very beautiful, but very good practice for little finger and half holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds very good.
Yeah, well, it's.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm always keen on, if I can't get it, put it somewhere else on the pipe and see if you can get it there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not very comfortable fingering, but it sounds very nice.
It depends on the pipe too.
Yes.
Some pipes are give you a much nicer than other pipes do. Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, so in effect, you're putting it in the A of the pipe or the relative minor and half holding the G sharp rather than the C sharp for the D. That's right. Yes. Yes, it often is a clearer note in my experience.
Yes. I can no longer put my little finger underneath the G pipe. I think I've got arthritis in my little finger.
I try, but I find
that
my fingers are then unsteady and I haven't got them quite back on the holes, and so the low notes. So I tend not to do the half holding with a little finger below C. It works just about works on the A pipe. With a G, I find just that much too big.
Yes. No, I can do it easily on the D pipe still, so I keep doing it.
Yeah. I'm not that keen on playing high D pipes personally.
No, I do usually have. I usually have earmuffs on if I'm indoors playing high D pipe.
Yeah. Do we have Bird playing something, or yes? Hurrah! Yeah.
Couple of if I can get away with them, couple of tunes from Gascony where they play string drums a lot. I think I stole them off Plan Pon Pon, who were a group ages ago. I don't know if they're still going, and I've no idea what they're called. The other thing is Gascony. They quite often play the drum in a totally different way of like a figure of 8. To do like a drone. I just can't generate that for any length of time, so I'm playing it like I would a drum. the second one was called Congo de Capture or something like that, ish.
Hooray! That was fun. Aha, who's up for the next one? Hey, Chris! Hurrah! Go, Chris.
I got something strange message on my screen, so I hope you can hear and see all right. Okay, tune called The Prime of Life. Didn't go as well as it should have done, but there we are.
Oh, jolly fun that. Yeah, very nice. Ah. I'm going to play the Old Tom of Oxford. The Old Tom of Oxford. It's always quite hard doing these tunes that kind of you're sort of trying to concentrate on one tradition, and you sort of keep thinking about people dancing it in another tradition. It's really it would have been a lot easier if I'd had either, because I remember that was the last tune that Russell danced to my playing, I think. Yeah, the final Travelling Morris tour he was on.
I remember that was one of the first tunes you taught me, Andy, and it made my mind melt a little bit.
Oh, what with
all the slows and the slows? Yeah. She was playing in threes with one hand and in 4/4 with the other hand. It really was a great challenge. Good fun.
Well, I just remember being pretty well blown away by the fact that Russell, who was actually sort of fairly old then, was just dancing it so really, really well. It was just awesome. It was just such a privilege to play for him. Yeah, that was great. But yeah, these days I tend to have to mostly play for the Ducklington version. So I was trying to sort of like keep the Ducklington version out. But I'm sure bits of it probably crept in then. That's the thing. If you've got dancers in front of you, it's a very centering thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Andy, was that Lady's Pleasure? Was that the name of the tune? Lady's Pleasure?
That was the Old Tom of Oxford.
Old Tom, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Ladies Pleasure is
yeah. Now I can hear it. Right.
Yeah, unless you want the Fieldtown one, which of course sounds completely different. Oh dear, what fun! Aha, right. Who's up for playing now? Who do we have now? Hurrah! We have Gillian. Yes.
I'll live dangerously. I'll attempt another dance tune from my book of 18th century dance tunes. This one's an early 18th century, 1705, I think it was published. The Dainty Fine Bride. And it's in 3/2 for Bird.
That was fun.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. That is living dangerously. All those high notes. You're so amazing.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I've got one that I could live even more dangerously, but I only do it in private so far.
It's hard to make
Wise.
pipe and tabor sound dainty.
Oh.
But you managed. The dainty bride, you managed.
Yep, the dainty fine bride. Yes.
Dainty fine bride. Yeah.
Who's up for the next tune? Yeah, Stephanie. Hurrah. Stephanie. Go, go, go.
All right, so now I've had a chance to think about it, I'll do Cuckoo's Nest. Move out the way, move out the way. Come on. So that was one I hadn't prepared earlier, but never mind. Give it a go.
Yeah. It's a lovely tune, Cuckoo's Nest, isn't it? Great. Really, really nice. And you get to do some lovely dancing to that tune. It's really good.
Can we say hello to, or bonjour to Michelle, who's on YouTube?
Bonjour, Michel! I think we're definitely missing Michel. Actually, it'd be lovely to hear his playing. Yeah, if not today, next time. That'd be super, wouldn't it? That'd be very nice.
Thinking about absent friends. Has anybody seen or heard anything of David, whose surname I can't remember?
Which David? David Moore?
Oh, David Wright?
David Wright?
David Wright, I think he was, isn't it? I think it was David Wright.
David, who played for Iska. And
yeah, that's the chap.
I haven't seen him for a while, no.
No.
Perhaps he doesn't.
I wondered if anybody, he's not turned up at any of these sessions, that's all.
Yeah, don't know.
Oh, well, perhaps we need to try and contact him and see how he is, yes.
Who's up for the next tune?
There's some quite... Oh, there's Bird.
Yeah, it's Bird. Hooray. Go Bird.
Right, I haven't actually practiced this one on string drum. And it's Burgess Abrahams, written by a total genius, me. But it's the only tune I've ever written that works. kept missing the top F natural, which was irritating.
Yeah. All those sorts of things seem to be, particularly happening on Zoom, don't they? I always find for me. Anything technical, on Zoom, it's like throwing the dice as to whether it's going to work.
Yeah.
Ah.
I have a question.
Bird, oh, I'm sorry, Atsu. Bird, is that an original tune?
One I wrote.
You wrote that? What was the name of it?
The Rageous Abrahams.
It was nice.
She's a fanatical dancer from she's South African originally, but she's been in this country for ages. And she's a fanatical dancer, really good. But definitely a fanatic. I kid you not, she will dance extreme lengths of time.
So what? How is this string drum works with two notes, do, C and do, G?
Yeah, C and G.
So are these fixed or can be changed the tuning?
Yeah, you just
always C. So could be D and A or something else.
You could get away with that, yeah. There's quite a bit of leeway, but the strings are almost indestructible. I think
yeah. I see.
But,
lovely sound.
Yeah, it's just the strings are for a harp which my mate was building, and he used harp strings, and they're pretty tough. The problem is if you put too much tension on the instrument, it's very lightly built.
Yeah.
It's a lot more lightly built than the traditional ones.
Which
is why it's got a good loud sound.
Right.
Any more tension, it could you sort of.
Yes.
Break the keel.
Yeah, lovely sound.
Yeah,
nice.
built it. It was.
Yeah. Where is this from? Where?
You get them a lot in Gascony.
Where is it?
Gascony in France.
Ah, right. Okay.
And other parts of Spain and France as well.
Yes.
You get a lot of illustrations from Renaissance, especially. Renaissance art. There's a lot of them around.
So this is your instrument made in France?
No, my mate built it. He lives in Lancaster.
Ah, I see.
It's a sort of copy of the ones.
Right. Yes.
The guy in Pau in Gascony.
Yeah.
There was a guy who came to Bank Tabor Festival a couple of years ago.
Right.
I don't know if his name was Serge or
what. Yes.
He was making quite complex ones.
Yes. Ah, I see.
You can get them quite easily in Spain.
Yeah.
I can get you contacts for them. Some very good makers. Because they continued as a tradition in the Pyrenees, and so they've been played for a long time, and fantastic. And in the Basque Country, it's the main rather than in the sort of upland areas of the Basque Country. It seems to be the main thing rather than the drum. Yeah.
Yeah, for many years I wanted string drum, but I never took it. And I'm interested in Baroque model, which has three harmonies.
Yeah.
Do you know any maker who make this model? Several harmonies.
Yeah. There are people who do make them, and they make them to all different formats. But like you say, the Baroque one, there's quite a few makers who are doing copies of ones featured in the iconography. I would have to chase around to find one of those. But if you're after one of those, I could probably point you in the right direction. Yeah.
Serge, who came to the festival and makes them, he was not satisfied with the strings he could buy for them. So he went to the local abattoir and he got guts and he makes his own strings, and now he runs courses for people to go and make their own strings with all his nice guts. Just in case you're interested.
When we were in Gloucester and he came over, there was
Jean Daniel came with him.
there was a couple of Rebec players who were collaring him about strings for the treble Rebec.
Right.
What's his name? Stephen or Stefan? Really good singer.
Oh, Stefan from Bristol. Stefan Lloyd.
Yeah, really good singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was looking interested about getting some strings for his Rebec. I mean, I would have got one of those instruments off him, but it was just too expensive for me.
I know.
They were beautiful, and he could.
Oh, they were.
It was done with. He did it several different ways, like doing it as chords, like 9 strings, 3 strings for each chord.
Yeah.
And then he also does them with sympathetic strings. Like you get on them hurdy-gurdy things that want to be an instrument.
Yeah.
You know, they have a load of sympathetics, which enormous amount of work. There must be a hell of a tension on them, though. You know, they must be built like a ruddy battleship to take that kind of tension.
I mean,
there's a similar instrument called the citra from I don't know, somewhere in Eastern Europe, and that led to the American mountain dulcimer, which has a similar sort of harp strings tuned to the American dulcimer came from those roots as well. But there's an instrument called citra, which has more sympathetic strings. It's more of a layout like an auto harp, where you can access the height of the chord you want. So the G chord is higher than the F chord, and then the C chord is lower, so you can tap on it. Yeah.
I was thinking of using before I got this one and my other string drum, I was thinking of using an American Appalachian dulcimer type thing. And I was looking at kits, and I thought, that looks easy enough, but I can make a disaster of anything. I can wreck anything, but I can't build it. So that's why I got my mate to build it.
It sounds beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. Does it stay in tune very well, Bird?
It'll stay in tune for the next 3 or 4 hours, providing temperature doesn't change too much. Because they're a sort of nylon Kevlar type string.
Okay.
They're pretty robust, but I think that the instrument itself being a very light build, you get some movement and warping of the timber. You can see how thin the soundboard is in the back. The other thing is, I think that I might need to just give all my pegs a tap, because they do seem to be it's very easy to just sort of get them wrong. They move too easily. So I think I might give them a tap with a bit of timber, just to sort of get them tighter in. But I'm loath to do that. Like I say, I can wreck anything.
Surely not.
Oh, yeah. 30 years professional wrecker.
Right, who's up for playing next? Do we have someone? Yes, we have Atsu. Hurrah! And then Atsu and then Jason. Yay!
Okay. I play a tune from Cantigas. Yeah. I also have to tune also this drum. Okay. Thank you.
Hooray! That was fun. What was that Atsu? What was that tune?
It's called, I don't remember exactly, but from the Cantiga Santa Maria.
Oh, okay.
No, I think number 48, Tant Sonda Gloriosa.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
I love it too.
Jason, were you up next? Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to follow that.
I was just quickly say, I'm going to put a link in the chat. Atsu, you might like this. A guy I've met, Jean Boudouin, and he is a fantastic string drum maker. I would think Michelle would probably know as well. So this guy is just listed there.
Right.
And
Fantastic.
the stuff he makes is incredible.
Oh, thanks.
This one. Yeah, I'm going to do another Sherborne tune. I think that's because I'm learning Sherborne at the moment, so I've got quite a lot of Sherborne tunes going around my head. So I thought I'd do Young Collins' Sherborne. Okay.
Hooray!
Bravo! Can I keep the Sherborne theme going?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think I've got a feeling I'll still be Sherborning this time next month.
Yeah, same here. How about a spot of Constant Billy?
Hey!
I love the Sherborne stepping. It just makes you do the stick in differently, doesn't it?
Oh, it's completely awesome.
Oh, what is this pipe?
This is Jim Jones.
Is it 460?
Pardon?
What is the tuning?
It's Jim Jones tuning.
Jim Jones tuning.
So Jim made these wonderful pipes, and the whole idea was playing when he was making them. This was in the 70s and 80s, 60s, 70s and 80s. Nobody would think of more than one person playing for the tune.
I see.
And so it didn't matter what the tuning was, you because you were the only musician. And I think Andy, I think that's the situation with Travelling Morris now, is it? One musician.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And when Jim played for St Albans Morris, and they only ever played one musician at a time. Yeah.
Quite right.
Which I think is the right way to do it.
Right.
It is, yes.
I'm going to leave you all now.
Yeah.
While the sun's shining, because we had snow earlier on.
I think it's time for Hunt the Squirrel anyway, isn't it? So next thing is
time, I hope.
Sunday the 25th, 7 o'clock UK time, Goddesses Divisions with Stefan Dolak.
Yeah.
And we need to whip our squirrels out. Attitude, you have your
See you
squirrel.
next time anyway. Bye.
Yeah, see you, Chris.
Cheers.
I like that bird.
Support the RSPB and get one.
Well, that's a lovely session, and there's been some chat from the YouTubers. Michel Bellon said that Catherine was dancing the bourrée à Paris, and the rhythm was perfect. So that is marvelous, and so Liam there, he said a great session. He enjoyed it. Lots of clapping from the little hippies and Jim, Grant, and everybody on YouTube. Yeah.
Hooray for YouTubers. Hooray. Lovely to see everybody. And thanks, Steve, for all your super technical stuff. Woohoo. And thanks to everybody who played and everybody who just participated. Woohoo. See you next time. Hooray.
Thank you all, Purple One.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Andy and Steve.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Sooty.
Bye.
Bye, Sweep. Bye. So, Andy.
Yes.
I shall just let's